Grand final now in Brazil. OMEGHA Esports from the winner bracket up against 0-0 Nation from the loser bracket. 0-0 Nation has to win 2 best-of-5s to be the champion. OMEGHA Esports just has to win 1 best-of-5. Left side, Urshifu, Trevenant, Zorak, Ninetales, and a Blissey. Again, the Blissey Zorak for OMEGHA Esports. Going up against Eldegoss, Chandelure, Blastoise now for 5. With Muscle Band and Rapid Fire Scarf, Mew, and a Mr. Mime. Earlier, OMEGHA Esports was able to upset. I mean, I think it's an upset, right? If 0-0 Nation loses a best-of-3, I'm pretty sure it's an upset. And we're the first team to move towards the grand finals. So now, 0-0 Nation, they have to win 6 games. They have to win 6 games without losing at least, 3 in a row or something. So, a lot have to be done. Very aggressive with the Muscle Band Rapid Fire Scarf already for 5. Just basic attacking out of his mind up here. With Eldegoss as well. Very annoying lane to be up against. So much basic attacking. Coming out, and again, the Muscle Band Rapid Fire Scarf for the Blastoise is going to do a lot of damage in this early game. Yeah, 0-0 Nation is pretty much the Tali Bobo of Brazil. They win everything. So if they lose a best-of-3, it's pretty much an upset. So, or like a best... If they lose anything, it's an upset, right? Because they have pretty much won everything this entire year, right? Have they lost a single tournament in Brazil? Does anyone know if they've lost a single tournament? I don't think so, right? Wicked blow now for the side of OMEGHA Esports going in, but taking off damage. Has he jack button away quite early on? Does he get taken on by the basic attacks? Yes! He does get taken on by the basic attacks. 28 and 12 points go in, and 23 as well for Eldegoss. Already 73 down total for OMEGHA Nation. Soto trying to hold on bot path. And trying not to donate too many points as well. Now we have 0-0 Nation going for a very aggressive invade. Onto the left side after getting the chaos. Mazo walking up with that Chandelure. On that big carry. Now dropping the Goodra. Might be the right decision. Put Mazo on one of the better carry Pokemon. But I mean, Goodra is still decent as well. But of course, Chandelure, of course, is a bit ahead. And they're going to take down the Urshifu on top path. But Zorak is here. Is going to make quick work out of 5. And now on the chase for Eldegoss as well. Feint attack. And slash. Eldegoss trying to dodge away from it, but can't quite do it. If you're patient enough, you can hit this, doesn't matter what. And Zera, or Fezera, being very, very patient. And it's going to get a fully stacked attack rate right here, most likely. A lot of coins down the ground. Picks another 5 points. Another score goes in. And another 1 point. And might be at 6 attack rate stacks already now. Unless he just backed off to make sure he doesn't go down. And already level 8 now. For the Zorak, so doing quite well. Going in as well again onto the Eldegoss. Eldegoss goes down again! To the wicked blow damage in the end. Chandelure is here. Mazo looking for the KO. And there's the Rapid Spin and Hydro Pump build. That's why we have Muscle Band and Rapid Fire Scarf. You can basic attack doing Rapid Spin, so he just wants to make use of this. Water Spout might have still been banned in this tournament, and that's why. In case you're wondering. Because there was like a weird Water Spout bug that never happened, but it still was banned in tournaments for some reason, so... back then, Water Spout was not allowed to be played. For some very just dumb reason. I'm very honest, very dumb reason. 26 points going off for Zorak. He used the Unite move to kill the War Tortoise successfully. Now OMEGHA Esports also looking for this Reggie. They have Wicked Blow Shifu coming in from the side. Mime very low on HP. Mazo trying to do some damage right here, but nice Blizzard Avalanche onto Mr. Mime, into the Wood Hammer. And OMEGHA Esports is running now through this. Does he have Wicked Blow for this Reggie? See, he's waiting for it right now. Doesn't have it right up. There's the Chandelure Unite, but doesn't quite do it. But in the end, doesn't quite succeed in getting it. He just got stunned out of the laser and taken down. And OMEGHA Esports also take the Regieleki double KO for Trevenant. And they're also going to score a crazy amount of points here. 181 in total to 73. Again, going to the lead. Mr. Mime trying to defend top health with the War Turtle who's still stuck at level 8. And they couldn't keep on diving as well. They're being very aggressive right now. OMEGHA Esports trying to just keep pressuring 0-0 Nation. And keep them under pressure. Level 11 for Zorak now. 2-level lead across every single member of 0-0 Nation. And again, 0-0 Nation looking to be the team that has to make the comeback happen against OMEGHA Esports. This Zorak, again, is just like... There's a reason Zorak is such a contested pick. Pipe as well earlier was carrying games with this Pokemon, so I feel like this grand final is going to be all about Zorak going in now with the Bliss Assistance. And again, there's the combo. Zorak jumping in, gets a Bliss Assistance, and they get 4 KOs out of just nothing instantly. Maybe even 5. Mew has the eject button away from the Wicked Blow. so they don't get fully aced. But again, a wonderful Unite move combo. And yeah, I mean, I feel like giving Omega Esports Zorak and Blissey in the same team might just not be something they want to do anymore. It is quite scary. With a 140-point lead now. In the first 5 minutes. And he's already at 12. Very far ahead. Zero Nation now. They don't have... I mean, they have okay late game team fighting. It's nothing too amazing either, of course, but... was usually fine. They have Blastoise Unite, they have Chandelure, Mr. Mime Unite also, of course, great in team fights. You're going in? Rayquaza is up and no one is actually there. Zero Nation looking for the push on top instead. Might they go too deep right here as well? It's very difficult, but they're going to break the goal with 7 points. Just to get rid of the goal. 5 going in. Mr. Mime as well looking for the KO onto Urshifu. Do they have enough damage though to take down Urshifu? But no, Zorak on the backside already takes some as well again. Has the final fan attack ready or not? Oh, he gets taken out by the laser of Mazo, completely obliterates him. Trevenant hits a very nice 3-man Unite. Looking for the Wood Hammer, but gets pushed away by the confusion. 5 on the run now. Gets locked up by the Blizzard Avalanche. And he gets taken down in the end anyways. Regieleki not half HP. Zero Nation might be able to burn through this. Just in time, Soto is going to try and zone them with the barrier. And we do successfully. Electro Boy takes the Regieleki for the side of Zero Nation. And Urshifu taking so much damage from the overheat, almost taken down. Mew on the chase, looking for the Electro Boy in the eject button. But a nice charging up of the Wicked Blow is able to get enough damage reduction done to make sure that Urshifu doesn't go down. Good reaction there by the Urshifu player. Oh, Zorak gets knocked by the confusion into barrier, into the prison. And he can't get the final feint to take through. Oh my god. Completely locked down. Barrier confusion. Onto the Trevenant. Urshifu with that move as well. The Wicked Blow takes down the Chandelure. But I think Urshifu's also going to fall in this. At least it's a 1-for-1. And I think Zero Nation doesn't mind this because Urshifu is the one that gets the last hit onto the Regice. So the last hit now is gone. From OMEGHA Esports, they still have maybe 9 hits going in. But should be a free Regice now for Zero Nation. And it is so indeed. Electro Boy is going to pick it up. And we have 1 minute to go for the double time. Another game is, yeah, I mean, it's kind of back to where Zero Nation wants to be. Of course, they still need a lot of more points. Let's see if we see actually Rayquaza going down in this game. Zorak on his way to 14. Bounces off the Ataria, steals it away as well from Mazo. But again, experience. Level 12 for Mew, almost level 13 for Blastoise, level 13 for Chandelure. They're not too far behind. It's pretty much almost dead even, right? Across the board. They actually have 1 level 13 ahead now, so... they actually had an experience by 1 level. For Zero Nation. And we're heading to the double time. Zorak trying to scout out on top path to see if anyone is gonna walk by. And the barrier is also trying to find out any members of OMEGHA Esports looking for the engage. There's still a goal up on the top, at the bottom. For OMEGHA Esports on the first goal. So something Zero Nation wants to go for. And they're gonna just go for this goal push instead of doing anything else. They have to be careful right here. Wood Hammer only lands onto Blastoise though, so not all too much. And again, we only have 36 points going in. Was that really worth it of a back cap? If his team goes down right here, that could be a disaster. But he scores a few points. He's going to recon now and join his team on bot path. Urshifu diving in very deep with the Unite move. They're going to Bliss Assistance auto Urshifu as well. It doesn't connect towards anything though. And Blissey now stuck in the enemy team. Almost gets taken down by the barrier and the laser. But just barely runs away. Blastoise is very... oh no, it's Zorak. I was like, why is Blastoise down there? 9 hits Unite trying to peer on the Mr. Mime. Can Mr. Mime find anything? There's a 4-5-man Trevenant Unite move. And now Zero Nation is disappearing from the map. 4 members are down. They tried so desperately to go for this push. Sutu is the last Mr. Mime standing. Now OMEGHA Esports is going for this Rayquaza. They have Wicked Blow. They should be able to do it quite easily. Wood Hammer is going to land as well. There's no way Mr. Mime sees this. They get aced. And OMEGHA Esports, they're going to take the first game of this grand final. Draft for game number 2, we have on the left side now Zero Nation with Urshifu, Trevenant, Blastoise again for 5. We're leaving the Blastoise, Gardevoir, and Eldegoss, and Zorak banned this time. So, yeah, Zorak has to be either banned or picked away from OMEGHA Esports, I feel like. Up against Dorio, Slowbro, Blissey, Chandelure, and a Decidueye. So, OMEGHA Esports has now won 3 games in a row against Zero Nation. Which probably has never happened before, so they have to somehow make a comeback happen now. 5 again. I'm surprised he's going to stick towards the Blastoise. I'm not sure if he did a lot last game, but he's going to be very aggressive in this early game again, looking for the Doodle, who's going to try to pick up some coins, but taken out by all these basic attacks. And again, this double range attack, you know, duo on top path with Edigos and Squirtle just doing too much damage early game. And you can't quite go stacking against it. It's very, very risky. Slowbo trying to go for the last hit right here, but Rights is able to snipe it away. Next last hit, who's going to go for this one? And it goes over to the Chandelure, who's already level 5 now after taking also the blue buff. OMEGHA Esports doing some jungle sharing. And giving the Decidueye and Chandelure both some early game experience. Mazo. Let's see if he goes for Dark or Blueberry. And it's going to be the Surging Strike Spit. So, the Decidueye has to be a bit careful not to walk up too much in this early game. 9 points good for Dodrio. Is going to get the evolution done. Level 5 now runs away with that quick attack. Mazo trying to chase, but can't quite get in position. But Gardevoir's flanking, and it picks up a free KO. Free KO for Wolf Slim. Does anyone know if he just has Slim in his name because of Toon Slim? Like, I'm still curious. Does anyone know? If he just, is it usually Wolf and he just puts Slim in his name because of Toon Slim? I'm actually wondering. Does anyone know? Or is it just also his name? Is Wolf Slim? I mean, I think no Brazilians are here right now. They're probably asleep, right? So I think my Brazilian viewers are probably asleep at this time in the year, you know, for the day. It's in you know, mid of the night, so 11 to 0 points now. 0 Nation. They don't really have too many stacking characters though, of course, so they're not going to go for necessarily early scoring. Suto hitting level 5. The overheat is not quite in time. And Trevenant now getting to level 5, picking up that Woodhammer. Curly hitting level 7 anytime now. Let's see if it's going to be a Moonblast or a Psychic in this game. Up against Dodrio, it's probably going to be a Moonblast. But Psychic kind of does the same as well because it slows anyway, so... And Psychic in general is just a bit better if you want to burn down through a slow bro. Now Mazo engaging onto the Owl. This is has the eject button across the wall, and Mazo's going to follow with his own eject button. Usually you don't see eject button on a Surging Strike Shifu. It's the full here usually, but makes good use out of that eject button there. Is patient. Waits for the Decidueye to make the first move. And takes him down. Almost level 7 now for the Dodrio, looking for the jump kick. But man, Fibe just auto-taking out of his mind right now. There's the jump kick. Dodrio is trying to get away from the Edigos. Does so successfully, and now we have OMEGHA Esports working on this Registeel. But Sudo having none of it, looking for the Woodhammer. He's actually going to miss the Horn Leech. Sarah with a 360 right here. He's just 360ing. He's spinning around. But he does get taken out in the end. 2 KOs now for 0 Nation. Registeel being started by 0 Nation is when they're going to take it down. He's just spinning around. Right in front of them. I love it. 34 points going here now for Mazo. And the Decidueye is back. Gardevoir Knight lands onto Slowbro. Can they take him down is the question, not quite. And a Spirit Check is doing connect. Edigos dropping level 1 HP. Can they connect something more? No, the point puff is there. And the Decidueye doesn't decide to keep on chasing. And just goes back to the center area to pick up more experience. Pipe this time, much stronger than last game. Already level 9. He's a very big beefy turtle. And the Hydro Pump is very good last hitting at least. Specifically for Dodrio, another Spirit Check is doing connect. Mazo now in a very bad position, has used Surging Strikes, but Edigos already taken down. And he's still spinning around. He's spinning. Doing the trick shots. He was a cold player probably. Spins around again, looking for another Spirit Check. 34 to 11 points now. 0 Nation ahead in this game, but of course not by too much. Yo, Dodrio using Unite Move, completely missing it. Also missing the Drill Pack. Doesn't find a single KO with this. Runs towards Spot Path now, but we still have Trevenant there. Bliss Assistant goes on to the Decidueye, Chandelure. The Decidueye dies a bit too early on. And Mazo gets the KO now, diving onto Blissey. I was going to take down the Blissey. It's 1 HP last Surging Strikes. Stuck in the prison, but he gets it off in the end. Running out of that in prison. And a double KO for Mazo on the Urshifu now. 38 points will go in, and then 40 points for again. A huge overcap for 0 Nation. 152 points in total now. And also a free Regieleki that they can also just burst through now. So OMEGHA Esports now, they're actually behind. Usually they're kind of like at least even or ahead of 0 Nation. Let's see how OMEGHA Esports plays when they are behind. But Zero Nation's done it. They want to keep pushing this in. Gabriel Knight lands on Chandelure, but he's getting taken out by the knock as well. Can they take on Chandelure? Yes, they can. But Mazo has to dive super deep now. Doesn't have any surging strikes left. And he gets pierced by the final thing. Now, more spinning coming through from the Decidueye. Blastoise Unite moving is going to take down the Blissey. But can they push it in is the question. Hydro Pump lands onto the Dojo into the basic attacks now with the Massive and Rapid Fire Scarf. Dojo trying to lift. Jump Kick is there. But he's going to get taken down by the Eldegoss. But Decidueye also is going to take down the Blastoise with the help of Chandelure. And now the Regieleki gets defended. And now Zero Nation losing a lot up there. Giving a lot of experience back to Omega Esports. Slowbro is going to slowly go down. Too many stuns coming out of this Trevenant. But yeah, that was a bit... I mean, they tried this Regieleki push very deeply. Or very, just push it into the goal zone. But might have tried a bit too hard. Decidueye is now level 13. Highest Pokemon in the entire game. Zero Nation might be able to get this in time. Decidueye can't get close. Trevenant again zoning. We have seen this multiple times now that Shuto just walks up, zones them on the Trevenant. Very scary Pokemon to be on for the enemy team. Urshifu though gets completely destroyed by the laser of Chandelure and the Slowbro Unite move. Gabriel Knight only landing onto Slowbro. Can they take on the question? Don't have enough damage. The Psychic is there, but they do have enough damage in the end. Psyshock comes back up and Gardevoir gets the KO. Doodle going in with the Unite move now, landing the Drill Peck onto Eldegoss. Blastoise with a very defensive Unite move though is going to keep Eldegoss alive for now, but the Sniper gets Eldegoss in the end. And Omega Esports are able to defend their goal on bot path for now. Yeah, 163 to 91 points. Level 13 for Sheep on the left side, level 13 for Decidueye on the right side. Again, game is quite... Actually, no, this time Zero Nation has a much bigger level lead. Because they also have a level 13 Gardevoir. Their tank is level 11. Their Eldegoss is one level higher as well. So across the board, they almost have a one level lead. But Decidueye is keeping them in the game for now. Mazo very close to 14 as well. Picks up the Regieleki. But this time, I don't think they're going to push with this one. Omega Esports has to just hurry up and defend it very fast. We see Decidueye just spinning around. He's already practicing for Inteleon Snipe Shot, I think. That's what he's doing. Going for those trick shots. 50 points we're going for Mazo. They're going to miss out on the double time points on this goal, but I don't think they care. That puts them into a solid lead. And again, today we have seen a lot of Rayquazas not go down, but Dojo also going to score a lot of points right here. Now it's only a 60-point difference for our purple team. How's the team fight going to look? Blastoise is trying to defend top bot goal. Urshifu is holding over the top goal. And now the poke's going to come out from this Decidueye. It's very scary playing against this late game Decidueye. If he can connect those Spirit Jackets. He's level 14. And he hits one more, I think. Actually, I saw the screen shake, but I'm not sure if he actually hit someone. Oh, there we go. Hits Trevenant as well again. Dojo is getting hunted down right now. Of course, a quite fast Pokemon. Should be able to get away. But he's going to jump back in onto Urshifu. Runs back to the other side. Dojo might just be caught in the end. After all, might have to use the number right here, but the fight might be breaking out as well. Decidueye is still looking for some poke. Is going to miss this one. And Dojo in the end is going to run away and recoil. Blastoise gets a Slowbro Unite move, but they don't have any follow-up. Is that really the right target? They lose completely the Slowbro Unite, and Urshifu is going to have the time of his life, most likely in this fight. Where's Mazo going though? There's some points on the ground. Is he going to try and score points? Is he going to flank? Looking for the Decidueye right now. Thinking what he wants to do. Only is again a 60-point lead. Oh, but the Shadow Sneak is going to scout on Urshifu, who's currently on the flank. He's looking for Slowbro. He's looking for the Decidueye. Gets stuck in the prison right now. Doesn't have full heal, but almost gets taken down completely. Eldegoss has to use the Unite move. Knock is there as well, doing lots of damage towards the Blastoise. 5 very low on HP. Using the Rapid Spin to get some more defense stats right there to make sure it doesn't get taken down. Dorino going with the Unite move, Drip Pack onto Gardevoir, onto Trevenant. Does he have damage? So he gets locked on by the second Wood Hammer. Has to use fully as well. Another Drip Pick lands onto 3 members, but he doesn't have enough damage through Eldegoss. Eldegoss is healing so much. Now Rayquaza is going to down. Who's going to take this one? It's 1 HP right now. Mazo flies in from the left side and kicks Rayquaza right into the nuts. And Zero Nation is going to take the Ray. And they're finally going to win a game against OMEGHA Esports in this tournament. Draft for game number 3. We have Urshifu, Trevenant, Ninetales, Sylveon, and Eldegoss on the left side, going up against Zoroark now for Zero Nation is able to pick up the Speedster. And then we also have Chandelure, Mr. Mime, a Blissey, and the Buzzwole from Mazo this time. Still, I mean, if Zero Nation wants to win this, they have to still win so many more games. It's only 1-1 in the potentially first best of 5. And they're finally able to beat Omega Esports today. Marzon up against the Kapfu, who's going to get the last hit. Oh, he gets it with the basic attack right now. The face singer does get body blocked, but Marzon doing enough damage with the basic attacks, then Kapfu being very, weak early game. Sylveon with a very early gank. And that red buff. Can't quite take Marzon down though, but it was very close. Almost if he chases a bit too far. Could have been first kill of the game. Suto again on the Mr. Mime. He, I guess, is the Breath of Brazil, by the looks of it. Feint attack going in now, Pipe looking for the KO, and he gets it! Final feint attack gets the first kill of the game for Zero Nation. That level 5 gang is just still so scary. Feint attack on 5 is such an insane power spike. And they're gonna score all their points, and 37 total already. 5 seats away the ball toy as well. Just takes Eldegoss at the jumping pad. Scores 2 more points as well. And he's looking for the invade already. Kapfu is still on level 4, no, level 5 now actually. Urshifu does level 5. But 5 is looking for the invade onto Sylveon. Maybe takes him with the ball toy. And Sylveon just has to watch it go down. Can't quite fight it right now. That is for sure. Wicked blow for Omega Esports. But Marzon with that superpower already gets the bunny away before Kaduzera can actually try and steal it away. Shenru also hitting level 5 now, so all power spikes already hit for Zero Nation this early game at least. Of course, there's some more abilities as well, but the first abilities are all unlocked now. Superpower landing onto Eldegoss, and Eldegoss just has to run away with the X speed. And I think it will get out. 5 is on the chase, but it's only level 3 Eldegoss. Doesn't even get too much experience anyways. Mid-Atari up right now. Ninetales up against Chandelure. But Zorak joins in, so Ninetales has to run away. But we have the XP share fight again. Zorak diving as well again. 5. Lorem Speedo gets hit by the Mystic Fire and taken down. Looks a bit for too much there. Lel also now in trouble. Superpower though. Onto Sylveon trying to pee for the Blissey, but Blissey goes down in the end. Marzon trying to defend the goal right now, but has to be careful not to get taken down himself. There's a red buff on the Sylveon. Goes actually in. He's going to take on the Urshifu. Never mind. They have to be careful. Marzon just turns around and smacks Urshifu onto the ground. And get at least, not make it too much, like too bad. They already lost 2 members there, so at least be able to turn around 1 KO is quite nice. Pipe on his way to level 9 is going to pick up the red buff. And then probably is going to join his team maybe on bot path. Also blue buff is up. He's going to for sure be level 9 for this Reggie fight. Omega Esports have a level 8 Ninetales. Ninetales was able to get a lot of experience. There we go, there's level 9. And he has energy amplifier, so the night move is also very good last hitting for objectives. It's gonna move forward. And it's gonna start it up right now. Can Omega Esports even do anything about this? They have Urshifu. Urshifu can make his way into this Registeel pit. And the fight's gonna break out any moment now. Registeel and half HP. They could just try and burst it down right now. And they're kind of working on it, but Wolfslim is not really hitting and he's overheating the opponents instead. But they're going down to Urshifu and he just gets exploded! What? Urshifu just down? They're gonna score 40 points now with Zorak, 30 points with Buzzworth, 30 points on Chandelure. All the carries get their points out. And a lot of experience. Putting them already at 149 points. Yeah, Baby Marzo is Marzo. Yes, that's the same person. Yes. Or not? I mean, it is, yeah. Baby Marzo is Marzo, yes. Sylveon jumping on Shenlu now. Shen with the overheat. Sylveon actually going for the Unite move there in the 1v1 scenario. Has to run away down with the Mythical Fire. We have Marzo on the chase. Suto getting taken down by the Eldegoss basic attack. Going a bit too deep there. But they're not going to chase on the Sylveon. It's not worth it. Takes too much time away. That they can rather just spend on farming as well. Wait, what? Wait, can I go back for a second? What is this? These bunnies are still up and the goal is... The bunnies are still up at 5:32. I've never seen this before. They just never took them. They're up and the goal is down. That is so funny. I wasn't sure if I saw that correctly. But no, I did. There's bunnies still up. Wolfslim now looking for the Eldegoss KO. Hits all the overheat charges. And takes it over with the final hit. Nice smackdown there onto Ninetales as well. Marzo gets himself a nice KO and 21 points as a reward as well. Sylveon will not be in time. Urshifu takes on Zorak at least. He's gonna look for the 2 KO right here as well. Gets stuck by the barrier. Can he make it across? No, he can't. Wonderful barrier by Suto. At least keeps the Mr. Mime alive. 29 points will go in for Urshifu at least though as well. After getting the KO into Zorak. Committed his Unite move forward, of course, but very worth it. Get those points in. Also, Chandelure just doing so much in these games, I feel like. It just does so much damage. So much. Next fight over this Regieleki. This is Avalanche to scout out the bush, but no one is going to be in there. And now we have OMEGHA Esports working on this Regieleki. Suit is going to go for back cap. Sylveon is around, so Sylveon should be able to stop it and can maybe run down the Mr. Mime. The Avalanche is going to miss, and now we have Zero Nation actually going very aggressive right now. They're going to take over the Regieleki. No, Eldegoss gets it! Eldegoss secures it for OMEGHA Esports. Zorak is diving in very deep right now. Do they have Bliss Assistance? No, they don't. So he has to be a bit careful right now. Trevenant walking up, hitting the Horniche onto Chandelure, who's the eject button away. They're going to lock up the Blissey, but Blissey is tanky enough, and the passive gets it out of the Wood Hammer stun. Quite fast as well. Bot Reggie's also up, 5 at half HP right now. Has to heal up a bit on the goal. Sylveon jumping forward. I mean, can be quite aggressive right now. Not much they can do about the Sylveon. Zorak looking for the engage. And we're going to have a 4v4. But Eldegoss is staying top, actually. Eldegoss is the one defending. Onto this Buzzwole. He has to be careful. He could just get taken down by this Buzzwole so fast. He tries to run away. But no, there we go. Yeah, just taken down. I'm quite surprised even their support out of all the Pokemon top lane. Zorak goes in. No defense now. No supporting. Ninetales also taken down. And OMEGHA Esports with a bit of questionable play right here. I mean, yes, they can leave someone to defend the top goal, but really, do you want to leave your support up there? I mean, maybe, I guess. But at this point, is that goal really worth it to defend when you can maybe win a teamfight on bot path? So, a bit of questionable decision making there from OMEGHA Esports. Not quite on the same page, and Eldegoss, of course. I mean, if Eldegoss does have Unite move up, a level 11 Buzzwole just kills anything in a 1v1, right? Superpower, Smackdown, Superpower. Does way too much damage. And it's quite easy to specially kill a support. Suit again looking for the back cap. Eldegoss, Ninetales are around though, so I don't think it's going to happen unless they all move away now, which they might do, but Ninetales, no, they're still staying bot path. Ninetales just defending this. They now might be Abushifu getting caught though on top path. The Zero Nation still with a Pokemon advantage up here. Eldegoss is going to join in. No, Mr. Mime just goes for the back cap. But Zero Nation also just killing them on top path at the same time. They get 3 KOs. They score 40 in bot, 38 on top. 5 is diving already again as well. And the support is like, bro, just chill, man. This is the nightmare of every support player. They see their speed start jumping and over again. It's like, calm down, man. I'm just trying to hear you. But it's not gonna result in anything else. And now Zero Nation with a huge point lead, 261 to 109 points. And they seem to have found their game now in this grand final. Five also looking for the 100 back cap, but Trevenant is around. Will be able to stop it in time. 5 on his way to 14. He actually engages onto Trevenant with a very quick combo. Does a lot of damage to Trevenant, but he can just recoil, get back to full HP. Mazo also almost level 14. There's a lot of experience on Zero Nation. Chandelure is also about to hit 14. So, man, they're very far ahead. But he actually farming his Unite move up right now. Oh, Mazo might be caught up here. The big blow is going to land. He has the eject button to the left side, but it's the enemy side. Gets now up now by the Urshifu Unite, and Mazo taken down. Big blow for the finish. And now it's going to be a 4v5. They're just going to engage Mime with their Bliss Assistance. They're going to take down only Eldegoss though, of course. Trevenant knocks down Zorak into the Blizzard Avalanche combo, but he jumps over with that feint attack into Unite for just to live right now, trying to take down the Ninetales, and they do so. Horn lead onto Zorak as well, trying to peel time again, but Five has a bit too much mobility, tries to get away. Zero Nation still ahead right now. And even though they took down Mazo, they can't quite win the team fight. Zero Nation still with a 160 point lead. And Five might just try to build up his Unite move back up. OMEGHA Esports have to look for a Rayquaza push at this point. Or for a bot goal push. But Mazo's back already at 14. Chandelure doing so much damage as well. But oh, Blissey might be caught. Blissey's very low on HP, trying to dodge away from the Ninetales. But at the same time, Zorak already obliterating the Trevenant. Chandelure takes down Ninetales as well. That's 2 people down off OMEGHA Esports. They do lose Blissey as well in the end. But with only 30 seconds left, this is so difficult. But actually, 66 points go in for the Eldegoss, but Mr. Mime is also going to score. And that's going to be it. Zero Nation takes a 2-1 lead in this grand final. Or if Zero Nation wins this, we head into another best of 5. And Mazo now believing in the Buzzwole. Up with an Eldegoss, Trevenant, Chandelure, and a Zorak. On the right side, Urshifu, Dodrio, Ninetales, Blissey, and a Snorlax. Mazo got caught in the end there. on the last game, but still, of course, was doing a lot on Buzzwole last game. And it's for sure a Pokemon that is, like, quite weird. Like, it's so good and so bad at the same time. It can completely take over games. It can also feel completely useless. Up against the Ninetales, it can be quite difficult because Blizzard and all these mini stuns just kind of cancel your moves quite a lot. But yeah, Mazo looking for the last hit right here with the Face Stinger. Actually gets it. And already with a lot of experience in this early game. Trying to get to 5 as fast as possible. Face Stinger is nice, but it's not a guaranteed last hit. Because you can just body block it, so it's always quite a bit annoying. But after Superpower, Buzzwole is just an absolute monster to deal with. Rodeo stuck on level 4. Urshifu is going to join in, this time going for the Surging Strike build. And Edigo's going to face check right into this right here. Has to be careful getting engaged with the Surging Strikes, but it's only the support. Can they take down the Veg build? Doesn't look like they can. Meanwhile, Zero G Nation already taking down all the Ataria. Superpower into Urshifu. It's not going to be enough, but 5 Lives back in with the Slash. He's going to take him down with the Final Feint Attack. Yes, he does. Seeds away a berry as well. Seeds away the other berry. Feint Attacks back out. Looking for the Blissey now. Doesn't quite hit the Slash though. But it's going to be enough for Mazo to get 23 points in, and now Zorok is going to score 24 points in the end. Blissey can't stop it from happening. Evolution done as well for Edigos. Chansey taken down. And this game could just turn into a huge disaster for Omega Esports. Now another point. Another tech weight stack goes in for 5 as well. Already 61 points. And a level 7 Zorok. Just 2 minutes into the game. That is going to be insanely scary. Bot path is doing quite alright. It's pretty even right now. Level 5 for both defenders, level 6 for both attacker Pokemon, so very even on bot. But of course, the central area and the top path is completely different now. As I say that Chenlu almost takes the Ninetales, he has to commit the eject button to safety. Chandy's still stuck on level 3 right now, has run away with that X speed. Has to eat a berry to stay alive as well. 61 to 18 points. Tutu is level 5, but also bot lane now. The thing is, Shenlu just outranges Ninetales at some point, unless he of course walks in. He just straight up walks into the combo though, as I say that. I cast a curse the Chandelure. And he walks right into the combo. Oh, smackdown onto Dodrio. Mazo gets a KO onto the Dodrio. Superpower onto the Urshifu. Urshifu trying to turn around maybe, but there's Zorok as well now. They just keep building this top path over and over again. Are they going to break this goal right now? Are they they're thinking about it, but maybe they don't want to do it yet. It's still quite early on, and it would give them a lot of comeback experience if they break this goal, so decide against it. Instead, we just have Mazo taking out the experience on top path instead, and Zorok rotating towards bot path. I do like this a lot as well. And now they're going to try to secure the red eyes while Mazo just builds up free experience on top path. Heavy Slam is going to try to steal it, but he can't even get in range. Again, Suto just zoning on this Trevenant. In all these games, he's playing an insane Trevenant. Always zoning the enemy team away from the objective, pretty much single-handedly. Urshifu on the flank, looking for the Chandelure, but stuck in the prison. This has to go to safety. We have 5 actually diving in a volley 4 right here, looking for Ninetales, but he's going to miss the Shadow Claw. Goes into the illusion. Can he get away is the question. Shadow Claw feint attack. And it has such low cooldown that he actually gets to safety. And Mazo again just farming. Now he broke the goal with a lot of points. He takes away the enemy NDDs. He's going to score another 10 points, and he's already level 10 now, highest in the entire game. So that's exactly what I like to see. Get a bigger cap in onto the goal. Then Enemies are busy maybe trying to defend bot path as well, and you go for the NDDs on the top left side, and you can keep snowboarding your experience. Wonderful play there by Mazo and 00 Nation. And now they're very far ahead. 2 level 10 Pokemon already. Level 9 also for the Chandelure. And they're also going to get a free Regieleki at the same time. Question is, can they push this one in? They can also look for a bot push instead if they want to, while Omega Esports have to defend top. So let's see what they do up here. They have 2 options again. Go for top or go for bot push. They can also just... So it looks like they're leaving Mazo top to see if they can maybe push it in alone. And they're going to send 4 members towards the bot path to also score some points. I mean, Mazo in a 1v2 can pressure this goal for sure. The Basso is very strong and he's already level 11. He has superpower plus, and he's just gonna maybe push it in alone in this 1v2 scenario. But 5 is also diving in onto the 90. It doesn't quite have enough damage, but finally taken down. That's already 1 KO. He's gonna look for Bliss. He gets the final feint attack, also hitting Snorlax. And they're gonna also score and try to break this goal right now. Going to Snorlax. And Pipe is just insane on the Zorok right now. Gets 40 points in. And they're already at 260 now, 5 minutes into the game. Regieleki is cleared. Mazo just keeping them busy up top path to make sure that they can't just clear it alone. That's also very good to just leave 1 member up top path, because if Omega Esports only has 1 on top path, then Mazo can just smack down him behind the goal and the Regieleki is going to walk in, right? So they actually need 2 members up there, which means that OMEGHA Esports is also outnumbered on bot goal, and 0-0 Nation just takes that advantage of having more Pokemon and just dives the goal very, very easily. So, very, very well played. Mazo still trying to be aggressive on top goal. Trying to pressure those 40 points in. Pseudo as well trying to score 40 points. He's always trying to backcap on bot path. And Mazo might actually get it all in. No, the shooting strike's going to be there in time to stop the 40 points from going in. But good try. They're going to keep pressuring. They don't want to play it safe. Which I like seeing as well, being confident. And Urshifu's though chasing on Buzzwole. Can they take down Mazo on top path? Has to run away. There's the Urshifu Unite move, and he's going to get reactivated, and Mazo's for sure going to fall right here. Surely, you know, the superpower into the shield, into the smackdown. He gets the reset, and he's going to take down Urshifu. Also forcing 9 hits Unite, and 5 destroys the 9 hits at the same time. The superpower shield wasn't enough, and they actually is going to live and just turn it around. Yeah, the Buzzwole now. I guess Mazo's probably going to keep playing this now, with how well it's working. But again, the Zoroark, I don't know. I feel like neither team should be allowed to get this Pokemon right now. It's so insane how much Zoroark does in these games. And 5 as well is just crazy strong on this Pokemon, so... Oh my. Zoroark now using Unite move though. Not really hitting anything with that though, but he's going to dive and use it to go into 9 hits. With that move speed bonus you get from Unite moving. And takes down 9 hits again, who's not having a good game against the Zoroark, that's for sure. Not having a good time. 50 seconds to go before we head into the final 2 minutes. Regieleki has to be defended, but of course quite easily right here. 0-0 Nation is not going to try to push, but they're going to pick up a free bottom Regi maybe, unless OMEGHA Esports decides to go for a fight right here. Snorlax is walking up, but again Pseudo very far out. Being the scout for the team. And it's going to be a Registeel for a Chandelure, a Buzzwole, and a Zoroark. And Eldegoss as well. Eldegoss with more special defense, special attack, also does a lot. There we go. Registeel taken down. And he's 40 now. 14 Zoroark with Registeel is absolutely scary. So good luck dealing with that. Of course they have some tools of dealing with it. The Blizzard Avalanche combo. And but that's pretty much it actually. They don't have too much to deal with it. I mean, they have Drill Peck, Jump Kick, Heavy Slam, Block, 9 Tails, Avalanche and stuff, but yeah. No really point and click move. They can just shut down the Zoroark much easier. And Regis are actually looking for the push right here, but they walk into Zoroark, who just Unite moves with the Energy Amplifier. He takes down 1, he takes down 2. Oh god, the face check. And that might cost them the first best of 5 right here. They're diving onto Snorlax. Well, no, he has to use the Unite move, is going to heal up quite well, but they at least force the Unite move of the Snorlax, and now they and 5 can just recall or take healing from Eldegoss, which he's actually going to receive. And now OMEGHA Esports have to respawn. Have to maybe make it back there. Mazo already looking for the super power, maybe onto Snorlax. Gets blocked back quite far though. Is going to miss the smackdown, gets locked up by the Avalanche Blizzard. And can't keep on chasing. There's only 1 minute 10 to go, and OMEGHA Esports have to go into this Ray Pit. Or look for a push. I mean, top and bot goals are still up, so they can also look for a push onto these goals. That for sure does work as well. Let's see what they decide to do. Warhammer's going to miss from Pseudo, trying to again pull someone in. There's the Dodo Unite going in, looking for Eldegoss, but he gets locked up by the Imprison. Can't use moves right now. Chandelure the eject button away. 5 jumping over, almost dead right here. But they're going to take down the Urshifu with the help of Trevenant. Smackdown onto Snorlax, who doesn't have that move anymore. Superpower is going to connect, but actually kind of cancel it. But there we go. 5 takes on Snorlax. It's 3 members down. It's all down to Dodrio, who's going to at least take down the Eldegoss. But Mazo's going to score 100 points. And Chandelure will be able to defend top path goal. Nighthead's running for its life. Can't quite do anything about it. Overheat is going to land. Only 20 seconds left. And that's it. 0-0 Nation is going to force a bracket reset. We head into another entire best of 5. And whoever wins the next best of 5 is going to be the champion of Brazil. Bracket reset now. We head into the second best of 5. All back to 0. Whoever wins this one is going to be the champion. Left side Zoroark, now taken for OMEGHA Esports. With Snorlax, Chandelure, Machamp. The first Machamp in this grand final. And a Hooper going up against Blissey, Urshifu, Dodrio, a Trevenant, and Mew. So this time Mazo actually going back from the Urshifu because it was open and pick. Doesn't want to go back into the busway just because the Shifu was open. Can Omega Esports now find back into the game after kinda getting destroyed? No, 3 games in a row. They probably lost a lot of confidence, but I hope it doesn't affect their gameplay out too much. Because they have been putting up a very good fight against the favorites of Brazil so far. Dory going in, scoring the first points of the game right here, 8 in total. Gonna try to run away. Very early gank here by Fezera. With that web buff, they're gonna look for 5 and they're gonna take him down. That's the KO. Zora can now go in, score 11 points and get the evolution done. They are going to score. And he's gonna unlock the feint attack quite early on into this match now. Very good early punish gank. Just doing red buff, instantly going top path. And surprising 0-0 Nation up here. But he was also playing Night Slash earlier, but I assume it's gonna be feint attack again. There we go. No, he's actually playing Night Slash again. Goes for the Night Slash bit. I'm not sure why, but okay. Alright. I thought for sure to see, or I prefer to see the feint attack. I just think it does so much more, especially in tournament games as well. If you see how far what he did last game, yeah, I would for sure prefer to see the feint attack, but let's see how much he can do on this Night Slash. And in the end, he was able to win games earlier with it, so, you know, it works as well, of course. But yeah, Ecto Ball goes in, it's gonna pick up this last hit right here. And try to chase on the Snorlax. They have damage right now. Electro Ball is going to land again. He doesn't have Focus anymore. Heavy Slam back out. Mew on the chase, but goes very deep for this and gets taken down. Wants this KO a bit too badly. And now Chandelure gets a crazy amount of experience. Already level 7. Mew was so tunnel visioning on, onto the Snorlax KO. Completely blasted into pieces by the overheat. Because they're on the chase. The cut Night Slash is going to take down Dodrio. And OMEGA Esports with much better early game now again. Looking for some more points right here. The Wicked Blow is not in time at 23 points going for free for the Machamp. They're going to try to go in as well with the Night Slash. They're going to take down the Blissey. And 22 more points will go in as well for Zorak. Dodrio is back alive. Trying to stop this push from happening, but it's already too late. Already 106 points on total for OMEGA Esports in just 2.5 minutes. Mazo hitting level 7. It's going to pick up the Throat Chop. And they're going to go for the Atari as well. Level 8 almost for Chandelure, who's currently the 2nd highest in the game. Doing very well on bot path as well. I mean, these Chandelures are also just doing so much in all these games. Such a strong Pokemon. Again, this was before the nerfs, so of course, but yeah. This was before Chandelure got nerfed. Level 8 for Machamp as well. And level 9 now for Zorak. He can make a game-deciding play right here on his first Reg Ice against Suto, going very aggressive on the Trevenant, but this time getting taken down. Zorak is going to go in, looking maybe for Unite move as well. Mew switching around abilities to maybe either Solar Ball or Electric. He actually goes for the Surf, but Wicked Blow of Mazo secures the objective. Doesn't matter what. Night Slash does take down Mew, but they only get 1 KO. No, they get 2 KOs in the end. Blissey is also going to fall. First Night Slash goes back in again. Doesn't quite connect. It's going to cancel. He's waiting for the next Night Slash right now. But he gets Unleashed. It's going to take the Hyperspace Portal and get back to full HP. But Hoopa is getting caught. What a huge foot hammer by Suto into the Horn Leech on 2 members. They're going to try to chase them down. So Electro Ball is going to slow down the Snorlax, who has the block. But I don't think it's going to be enough, or is it? Chandelure already trading a lot of damage back, but no. Trevenant picks up the KO onto the enemy defender. And 0-G Nation is decently far behind on points. But at least they're getting some KOs done right now. But of course they need to start scoring some points as well. Especially for their stacking Pokemon like Dodrio. Not sure if Urshifu was also stacking. Didn't quite see his items. I mean, I did see his items, but, you know, I don't really pay full attention either to items sometimes, I have to say. Dodrio going in with a jump kick. 5 no hitting level 10. Not doing too bad. Just was able to farm a lot of experience in this game. Machamp also level 9 is going to try to engage onto the Blissey with a close combat. Night Slash is there and Blissey just gets overrun by 3 members. And they're going to try and break this goal. But Solar Beam is going to be in time to stop it happening from now. Big Blow being charged up. Machamp has to run away. And no one is going to go down in this moment. Machamp is going to just take the reset and head towards bot path. Dodrio now engaging onto Chandelure, who has a nice eject button across the wall. Dodrio still is on the chase, but they're going to take him down. I'm trying a bit too hard to go for this KO right here, but it might allow Master to score 40 points. No, it doesn't. Hoopa is there in time. Machamp activating Night Move as well. Now goes for the direct punch, but Surf Agility swap. Poor Mew is going to try to run away from it. He's going to reactivate the Night Move now. He's still going to hit it, but the Bliss Assistance goes in. And it's going to be a 1-1 for now, but Urshifu is also going to take him down. Still 2 KOs in the end for the side of OMEGA Esports. Mew looking for the third one. Can't quite get it. Goes into Night Move now. trying to turn this fight around. Can they go for the hyperspace? Port is going to be in time. And Wolf is very low on HP. He has agility to safety. And make his way out of this fight. So a lot of Unite moves have been used there. And Chandelure, though, in the end gets picked off by the Dodu as well. A lot of Unite moves were used. Dodu Unite moves were used. I think Machamp Unite was used. Blissey Unite was used. Mew Unite was used. So 0-0 Nation. They lost a lot of cooldowns there. And now Omega Esports have a Unite move advantage. But Hooper's top path currently. And they're not going to fight for this Regirock. Marzo's going to pick it up pretty much alone. Unless Chandelure can somehow KO him. He does have Unite move as well. And Marzo just used the big blow there. But oh my god. He just used a quick wicked blow to make the go down faster, which means he didn't have it up for the last hit. But luckily Wolf Slim is there to secure it with that Solar Beam. So Marzo, that was... yeah, I don't think you want to do that when it's under half HP. Of course it gives you a lower cooldown, so you can do it for more DPS onto the objective, but oh, that was kinda close. Hector Boy is going to stand to Machamp. Machamp also taken down. And Fazera can't quite find the kill right now. Dodu is going to zone with the Drill Pack. And they're going to score 40-40. And they're going to score 80 points. They're going to keep on chasing as well right now. Because Super bounces onto the second goal. They're going to try to just turn around this way and also push onto the second goal. The same that Omega Esports did. Omega Esports over a huge lead in points actually in this game. They're going to recall as well. They're going to make it here in time. Blissey's going to get taken down. They're on the chase now. They're going to take down 3 members of 0-0 Nation right here. They try to go for this push. And it's going to set them so far behind now when it comes to points. They try to counterplay the Hooper Unbound onto the second goal on top bottom right. But it didn't quite work out in the end. And they get punished for it. Level 13 for Zorak, level 12 for Machamp, highest in the game right now. Level 12 on Urshifu and Dodu on the right side. They're of course not too far behind. And is there going to be another bottom Reggie spawning? I don't think so, not in time at least. Raise up in 40 seconds, and it still takes at least 30 seconds for it to spawn, so yeah, it's not gonna happen. No more bottom Reggie, there it is. It's gonna be down 4 seconds before Ray spawns, so no one will be able to take it. Both teams have to already get in position for these last final minutes. Level 14 for Zorak, no hit. So Fazera is gonna be very, very strong. Urshifu also farming, still some more experience. Got a level 13. Preparing last hits for Dodu, so he gets also to 14. But they don't really have any more experience. You can see there's not a single yellow dot on the minimap right now, which means every single white Pokemon is gone. Well, Ripup just respawned. For Omega Esports, their jungle is respawning now, but yeah. They're just face checking to see if anyone is around. Are they going to go for a push? They're up against Super, so they have to be careful. 0-0 Nation can't quite go for backup. They're going to scout out the Zorak. Oh, the Drill Pack's going to land. No, he's going to fully away from it. Looking for the KO now to 5. He's going to Unite move, though. He was a bit scared. Vic Blow's being charged up, but he's going away from it. Machamp activating that move as well now. Looking for Marzo right here. Can he reactivate it? Lel is around for the Bliss Assistance. Marzo getting punched into the wall, but is able to eject button away from it. Drill Pack onto Machamp. And he's going to try to keep him around. He's stuck in a 1v4 now. He gets taken down, turning into 4v5. Turn also losing a lot of HP right here. Urshifu now Unite move on to Zorak. This could be it. Wicked blows there into the basic attack. Does Marzo have enough damage? Night Slash Roundup. The cut gets away. But Dodu finds double kill on the right side. Hooper has to use Unbound. But the member's already down. It's now a 2v5. They're trying to respawn. And we have 0-0 Nation now going for this Rayquaza right now. Can Omega Esports somehow steal away? They're up against Wicked Blow. So as long as Marzo doesn't mess this one up, it should be quite easy for 0-0 Nation. Bliss Assistance into Wicked Blow. Dodu is going to secure it in the end. And 0-0 Nation is going to take down this Ray. Of course, they still have to score points. They're going to run over Hooper. Dodu is going to score 100 points in total. And can Urshifu make it? He can't quite make it, but Botpath is going to make it at least. And that's going to be a huge overcap because they get 47 times 2 and 94 points and the 100. And it's going to be 0 Nation taking the first game in this grand final reset. Into the next draft. And Lucario picked up by Omega Esports. They're picking up Lucario? I don't know about that one. Let's see how that's going to turn out. With a Hooper, Trevenant, Urshifu, and a Chandelure. Hype again, getting the Zorak with the Marzo on Buzzwole, a Blissey Mime, and a Gardevoir. So 0-0 Nation now with 4 wins in a row. Looking to just completely destroy Omega Esports, but the last game was quite close. Lucario now going forward. Again, I'm not sure about the Lucario in this game. Is he going to go for Power Punch or Extreme Speed? I think they could have probably been better picks. Again, this is pre-buff Lucario, so it's quite weak. It is quite weak. I'm not sure if that's actually something you want to go for. But Omega Esports believes in it, especially when you're down as well now. Like, you've lost 4 games in a row and you pick Lucario. I feel like there just has to be better options. But maybe there's just not. Maybe there's not better options. 5 now, level 5 already. It's gonna look to just take over the game as well again. Marzo also very close to 5 already. But they're gonna actually port towards bot path and just gonna engage onto the 2 members down here from Zero to Nation, using the hyperspace portal for a quick rotation towards bot path. And they're gonna take down Mr. Mime. I like this. Good adjustment. 20, 13, and 16 points going. And Zero to Nation wasn't ready for this. They know they couldn't win against the Zorok. They decide to be like, okay, have fun guys on top path. We're just going to get a KO on bot and outscore over points. But so does Zero Nation, of course. They're also going to score. Urshifu now with an invade onto the red buff. Is going to try and take down the red buff, but can't quite do it. No, he does get it. No, he does his red buff. He stole it, seeds it away from Zero Nation. Being very aggressive now. 69 to 49 points. Is it power punch Lucario? Okay, I mean, that's fine. I'm happy it's not extreme speed, because I don't think extreme speed would do anything in this game. So I think that's fine. They might just go for objective bursting down, right? They have the Wicked Blow. No, they don't have Wicked Blow either. Never mind. They just go... I mean, Lucario's just here for objective secure, I guess. Power Punch being charged up. Going on to Marzo with that Meteor Mesh as well. Marzo low on HP. Can't quite connect the Super Power and has the eject button to safety. Will be able to live for now. And get away. 56 to 69 points. Zorok being healed up. And they're waiting for the next Ataria spawn. And 5 already ready to jump in. Now has the Shadow Claw, dives in onto Hooper, find a feint attack, will not be enough damage, but he jumps back on the Ataria to secure them. But Lucario gets power as smackdown. Can they take him down is the question. 5 diving in again, but the hyperspace port is there and they're gonna save both. Hooper has to find a force back to safety, but oh, Lucario takes the re. Takes the portal back. And you just get smacked on super powered, instantly taken down, smashed into the ground by the bus wall. And now the Regice is the next one. The part of contention. Level 9 already for the Chandelure. That is very high level. Level 9. Oh, but he almost gets taken down by the Gardevoir damage. Urshifu's here trying to look for the Curlier. He gets pushed into the wall. Fape is here as well now. And that's Urshifu taken down. Punished for going a bit too aggressive there. Was looking for the Curlier. Didn't have enough damage in reach to take it down. Ubo jumping forward, doing a bit of poke. 5 jumping back in. He's stuck in the prison. Might get laser down right here, doing a lot of damage. But not enough to also find any KOs. And now 5 is diving back in as well. He has Unite move up. He gets a small sheet from his Unite move. Does get taken down in the end. And that's 2 members of Zero Nation actually going down in this fight. 5 going a bit too deep. Also getting Blissey KO'd. And now we have Urshifu taking over the Curlier. Taking on Mr. Mime. That's 4 KOs for OMEGHA Esports. And also the Regice. Of course, we have Baby Marzo taking some XP on top path. And still kind of making it a bit even. But that was a huge win for OMEGHA Esports. An absolute massive win. 4 KOs. And the bot path objective. Basol running away. Getting overheat. A lot of overheat damage coming through. Very low on HP. Hooper's going to try to fend him force in. And he knows it's going to happen with that red buff. So he just preemptively eject buttons away. To make sure nothing is going to happen. Well done. By Marzo to just get away. To just realize that red buff Hooper, if it gets close, could be the end. Oh, but now he re-engages with the Bliss Assassin as well, and they're going to take down the Chandelure. Lucario does get back into the hyperspace portal, but this time doesn't decide to take it back. After going down last time, Zorok goes in, he's going to take down the Hooper, though, who couldn't get into the hyperspace portal. And Regieleki now being started by Zero Nation. Lucario's around, though. He has Power Punch and Unite move up. Is he going to look for a steal? No, he doesn't. Not going to look for a steal. They're going to secure the Regieleki. Currently only 9 points down. So, still very, very close betting game. Urshifu has used now. He actually took down the Zorok, I think. Yeah, he did. With his Unite move, was able to get the 1v1 KO onto 5. OMEGHA Esports now busy having to clear this Regieleki, which means Zero Nation can look for a bot path push, and they're going to do so. Do they have damage to the question? Smackdown, Superpower onto Trevin, and Tupan Baum being dropped as well. They still have to clear top, but a huge 4-man Trevin Unite is going to buy a lot of time. God Unite only landing on 2 as a disengage to make sure Zero Nation gets out of this fight. And they do so. No casualties, but they do trade Unite moves. Hooper Unbound is gone. Trevin Unite move is gone. And Gardevoir Unite is gone as well. And I think Buzzwole Unite as well. They did use a few on both sides. Right before the next Reggie spawns in 15 seconds. Power Punch goes in into the close combat. Blissey dropping to under half HP. Not quite enough to find the KO though. Urshifu jumping onto the rock. Again, we have the 1v1 duel right here, but this time Pipe is going to win it because he has Unite move up. And he's going to take down the Urshifu, not looking for the flank as well. We're looking for 50 points instead. Actually, he's going to steal away a blue buff. Lucario is currently waiting to see if Zoroark goes for a top cap. And he does so indeed, so very patient by Lucario. But he just takes all the experience away. And Lucario's going to jump bot. Urshifu's going to jump top, and Veggie secured by 0-0 Nation. Only 90 seconds to go for the final objective. It's not going to do out too much as Reggie, because the buff is going to be gone by the time Rayquaza spawns, but they can maybe use it to make a push happen right here. But 5 goes in, and instantly gets taken down. Tries a bit too hard, jumps in 1v4. His team cannot help him there. Gets stuck by the Votema and taken down. And now he gave up a lot of experience. Out of 30 points, we're going for the Urshifu. Mazo is going to try to at least get the KO with the superpower smackdown. Question is, can he chase him down? He's trying right now. Urshifu at under half HP, but has to run away now. Gets enough distance. Mazo's still on the chase. And he's going to take him down. Wrong basic attack with dude. Oh my god. He's going to Unite move, but he's going to miss it. And that's a 255 Unite move for a KO that he doesn't get. Ooh, that could be bad. Superpower smackdown to Lucario now gets pushed by the power punch. Is he going to get taken down in the end? Finally, no. Fipe is going to join in. And Buzzwole will be able to get away. Power punch being charged up. Looking for the close combat. Now they're going to take on Zoroark again. And OZero Nation kind of throwing maybe the win away right now. They're also going to get Blissey. Double KO for Lucario, and they can start up this Regieleki now. Dropping under half HP. Next power punch should be able to secured quite easily. There we go. With the help of Overheat. And they're going to get this Regieleki right before Rayquaza. But Zero Nation has enough time to defend it very fast. Unless Mazo superpowers it into the goal zone, which I hope he's not going to do. And it's not going to happen. Regieleki cleared. 39-point lead for OMEGHA Esports. Heading through the last final 2 minutes of this second game in the bracket reset. Oh my, so many games already being played. And potentially so many more to go. We still have Zero Nation. Buzzwole is currently farming his own Unite move back up. So the rest of the team is just trying to zone at Rayquaza. What I like to see in Brazil, we have not seen any Rayquaza rips, right? Which I enjoy seeing. I hate Rayquaza being ripped on spawn. And so far Brazil has never went for it. They actually try to win team fights, they try to win points, they don't just go for the Ray flip, which I do, which is very fun to see. But 5 goes in, he gets caught! Goes again, 1v4 again! And gets complete taken down on Mazo, trying to gauge on the Shenlu, who's going to eject button away, also activating Unite move, Bliss Assistance, so it takes on the Urshifu. They're going to try to peel for Sutu, who was jumping in with its own Unite move. Traveling and locking them up, trying to live with that Pain Split now, running away. Hoopa and Bond also being dropped, Power Punch charged up, looking for Buzzwole, jumps in, looking for the close combat onto Gardevoir, who's taking low damage. Very low on HP, but the soft break is going to keep Blissey alive for now. Nice barrier there as well, trying to buy time. Sutu runs away from bot path, and Lucario will not be able to chase this one down. It's a 5v5 right now. Zoroark is already back alive, and Fipe is going to look for the engage again. Lucario with 1 HP, getting to the hyperspace portal. Is going to regen full HP. Smackdown is going to miss. He was trying to predict it, but Fipe, he's going to find Chandelure. He finds the most important Pokemon on the side of OMEGHA Esports. Now the attacker's down. He's going to look for Traveler next. He's going to find him. He's going to look for Hoopa as well. That's 2 KOs already. Phantom Force is there, but of course he knows about it. Buzzwole is going to smack down onto Urshifu. Waiting for the next superpower, but basic attacks will be enough. And that's 3 members down now. Fipe still looking for Hoopa. Smackdown going to try to zone away Urshifu, but he's going to go for score. 80 points will go in. And another 96 points as well. With only 15 seconds left, Lucario's going to score 100 points as well. Hoopa, they have to just stop Hoopa right now. Can they stop Hoopa on time? Yes, they can. Mime's going to jump bot path. And that's going to be another game for Zero Nation. 5 wins in a row now, putting them into a 2-0 lead. And again, a Rayquaza free game. Another Rayquaza free game. Oh my. Yeah, Brazil they just don't rip it, which is, it's very fun. Like, these games are fun to watch. Very, very close. In the end, just 40 points. Next draft, OMEGHA Esports now getting their Zoroark again. With Chandelure, Buzzwole now being stolen away. Eldegoss and Trevelyan, but Mazo just playing Urshifu anyway, so I don't think he cares too much about it. With Blissey, Mr. Mime again for Suto, Dojio, and a Ninetales. Last game again, also very close again, but Zero Nation was able to pull ahead. in those final 2 minutes. But again, only by barely 40 points. With no Ray going down. 5 back on the Dodrio. It's gonna score 6 points right here. Only saw him play 1 Lucario in this winner bracket final, actually. And he's getting taken over by the Buzzwole right here. Also doesn't believe that Lucario can win games right now, so nothing really you want to go for, I feel like. 10 points, we're going for Buzzwole in the end as well. I'm gonna try to steal away these bunnies. Let's see if Shenzi can maybe steal it away. Doesn't seem like it will be. No, Shenzi did steal it away. Lei with a big MVP player ready right here. Make sure that he gets less stacks. Zorak is back now. This time going for the feint attack. That's what we like to see. Not another Night Slash game. 2 points going for Edegos. Not enough to get the evolution done. Wicked Blow is going to hit. And Mazo gets the KO. And this time going for the Wicked Blow bait as well. No searching strikes. And bot path as well. They're trying to defend their goal very aggressively right now. Trevin was trying to go for some scoring right here. Does run the XP share, of course. Zorak going back in, maybe looking for the next feint attack. Atari is still up right now, but he just goes for the Atari instead. Jumps in onto the Dudo. But the superpower is going to take down Blissey. So OMEGHA Esports now with a few more KOs in this early stage of the game. Bot path also doing quite fine. We already have a level 5 on Chandelu, which is very important. And Dudrio now, I mean, Zorak is going for the invade. Dudrio is still stuck in level 4, can't quite do much about it. So they have to send more members there as well. Mazo just using the Wicked Blow charge up to reduce the damage taken. And Wilson looking for this last to make sure Trevenant doesn't get level 5 right here. And does he get it? Trevenant very low on HP actually. He might go down right here on bot path. Barely is going to live. Gets away from the confusion, but no, the avalanche, eject button forward, and Nightheads gets the KO onto the tree. And also confusion barrier, I mean light screen barrier onto the Chandelure, but not quite enough damage to take it down. 8 more points get dunked in. And Zorak is just spending all the time on top path right now, pretty much just leaving Mazo in a 1v3 scenario, getting super powered. Blissey is a bit too late. And they're going to take the KO 20, 22, 11. 6 points go in. And now Zorak is diving, looking for the berries as well. Looking for Blissey right now. Can he find a feint attack? No, he can't quite get it. Superpower, smackdown, but full heal will keep Falb alive for now. 81 points to 8. OMEGHA Esports looking to hopefully make a comeback right here again. 0-0 Nation with 5 wins in a row in this grand final. Already at 83 points. You're gonna just keep rushing top path. And you're gonna try to just keep Mazo in check, and they do so successfully. Mazo on level 7, but of course doesn't quite need Unite move to just win the objective, because Wicked Blow is a level 5 move, which will be able to get the last tick quite easily. And I'm gonna start working on it. And OMEGHA Nation, OMEGHA Esports, I mean, is not quite in position for this. They're gonna break the top goal though, 27 points go in. Wicked Blow secures the Regice. You know, they're on a chase over the score right now. Mazo looking very aggressively, stuck by the Imprison. Woodhammer is also going to land. There's a Pain Split. I'm not sure if I like the Pain Split, though. I'd rather just see a Horn Leech. Pain Split does get played as well from time to time, but I just don't see how it does more than Horn Leech in these kind of games, if I'm being honest. Horn Leech onto the Big Blow Shifu. I mean, it gives you move speed, so you can hit your Woodhammers easier, right? Buzzwole does pick up the Regieleki. I'm gonna try to score some points, but here Woodhammer's going to land. Ushiva's going to eject button away. To safety for now. Barrier's going to land. There's the Pain Split onto Mr. Mime, but I mean, yeah, it just doesn't really do all too much. Doesn't really lock anyone down. But the Chandelure Unite takes on the Yoshifu. Hypnos joining in as well. Feint attack is going to go through. He's going to look for the Bliss. He gets the final feint attack ready. Tries to hit Durio as well. Doesn't quite reach him though. Drip Pack now goes back in. Can they take down Falb? He's trying to run to safety. Suto again, trying to be the defender right here on the Mr. Mime, but gets taken down. Double KO by Zorak in the end. I'm gonna break another goal right here. 239 points now, because Buzzwole also scoring more points on top goal. After pushing the Regieleki, puts 0-0 Nation so far behind already in just not even 5 minutes. Only 4 minutes, and 0 Nation is so far behind in points. Mazo hits level 9 right here. And they might just try to go for a goal push with those Unite moves now. Bliss Assistance is also up, so if Mazo goes deep for Unite move, Blissey can follow it up quite easily. And it looks like the Buzzwole is just popping off in these grand finals now, even for OMEGHA Esports. He's already level 11, which means Superpower Plus is a complete game changer. He's looking in the shadows right now on the tall grass. Looking for Mazo, going to Superpower smackdown him. But Mazo with a huge throat chop gets to safety. And now Buzzwole get taken down. Edegos just barely landing. Healing Buzzwole back up alive. But he's still looking for Duri now, and Falb also taken down. And this push is over for 0-0 Nation. They just have to try to make sure they don't go down right now. Running back to safety. And Suto might still be caught, but the barrier should buy Mr. Mime enough distance. And yes, it does so. Picks up a speed barrier as well. And we have Zorak now working on this Registeel. which just has spawned. And I think there's nothing Zero Nation can do about this. No, they can't. Pretty much going to be for free. Find a feint attack is going to almost secure it. Overheat in the end, we do it. But we have Buzzwole, maybe Copper. He gets 1 KO into the Blissey. Finally gets taken down in the end. But it's still 1 for 1. But of course, that's a win for Zero Nation, at least in the KO department. Because Buzzwole, of course, is level 11, which means he gives much more experience over to than the level 9 Blissey. 2 minutes to go for double time. How does Zero Nation get back into this game? They might just be the ones going for raid this game. They have Wicked Blow, so maybe for the first time we're going to see a Brazilian team ripping a Rayquaza. Because at this point, like, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back in points and just win by points, right? Smackdown onto Shifu into the superpower, and Mazo getting caught as well again in mid-path right here. Can't do much about it, just chains his seed. Dodu jumping in, looking maybe for Unite Move, but it's another superpower. Dodu now using Unite Move, looking for the drill pick on the Shadow, but doesn't quite have enough damage. Giant hits also Unite moving, eject buttoning forward, looking for the KO into Buzzwole. They don't have enough damage right now through this Eldegoss healing. Eldegoss just keeping everyone healthy and alive, and no one actually goes down. Fight being caught as well now is going to go slowly burn down. Drill pick is going to heal a tiny bit. Is he actually going to get out now? The overheat damage will be enough. And now we also have Blissey going down. And Zero Nation is just getting bullied around in this game. Completely bullied around. Vigileki now secured by OMEGHA Esports. 277 to 46 points. And Vigileki is bouncing towards the second goal, which OMEGHA Esports, of course, will not try and push in. But I could still look for a bot push or look for more some experience to farm and to steal away. Zero Nation's blue buff is up, so they can try to steal this one away with Buzzwole and Trevenant. But Nightheads and Urshifu are slowly clearing the Vigileki. There we go, blue buff stolen away. Trevenant has run away though, jump kick, drill pick. Can they take down the tree is the question. He actually loses his passive, which is still kind of a win. Well, I guess the best part about Pain Split is it builds up your passive faster. Maybe that's just why, right? Pain Split helps you to get your Unite and like your passive up much faster. That's like a good reasoning to maybe go for it. Could be it. Level 13 now for Zoroark, Buzzwole, and Chendo on the left side. On the right side, we don't have a single level 13 Pokemon yet. No, Dodu is going to hit it now. They're pretty much one level behind across the entire board. Heading now into the final 2 minutes. I'm surprised they're not taking this rep buff right there. They're gonna check again to see if anyone's going for a backhab. And Rayquaza is up. Zoroark is also looking for a backhab to put OMEGHA Esports even further into the lead. And he's gonna go for it now. He's gonna score 66 points. While the rest of his team is defending Rayquaza off hype, looking for the engage on the Shenlue, who loses the eject button, which is already quite huge as well. But it might not be, I mean, that's very important, of course, of Kulan to lose. They're going to engage onto Buzzwole. Now can they take him down? He's perma-stunned by Dojo and by Urshifu. He's going to look for the superpower and the shield. Trevenant with a huge Unite move, 4-man Unite move to peel. Nice eject button over. They're going to get Buzzwole at least. That's 1 member down. But they committed a lot to get this Buzzwole. And now the rest of the team is actually chasing. But the Rayquaza goes down to OMEGHA Esports. And they're going to take down the raid. They're going to run over to the right side. They're going to score a lot of points where they were trying to take down the Buzzwole. OMEGHA Esports just goes for the Rayquaza. And they're going to take it down. Zero Nation now looking for 100 points right here. They're going to score 100 points. But it's looking terrible. How are they going to... I don't think this game they can come back into... They're going to stop the Chandelure from scoring points. And Eldegoss also taken down. But they're going to try. 2 members down. Buzzwole looking for the defense. Smackdown goes in. There's still 50 seconds to go. There's 300 points. That's quite a lot. But Chandelure also down. And they want to get the Buzzwole right here. They're actually going to score a lot of points right here. 80, another 80 go in. And now they're only 200 points behind. They actually can maybe make something. Only Zoroark is alive. 35 seconds to go. Zoroark goes in. He's going to find Blissey. But they still have to break this first goal right here. They didn't even notice about it. They're going to score 100 points on Mazo right here. They can't overcap it because Mime has exactly 80 points. There's 20 seconds left. But Dodu gets Zoroark and Eldegoss jumps towards bot path. And Zero Nation is ahead in points. Nah, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Zero Nation is ahead. They're 300 points behind. They lose Rayquaza. And they're going to win. Are you serious? 40 more points go in. And Zero Nations are going to be the champions of Brazil. What? 300 points. They lose Rayquaza. And they win. There is no way. OMEGHA Esports completely failing on the defense. And Zero Nation takes a 6-1 grand final victory right here. GG's to them. That is the craziest last 2-minute comeback I've ever seen. Oh my god.